A Valley woman got a letter in the mail saying she was a convicted felon and could possibly lose her voter registration.
She told our Gabriela Garza she's never been arrested, and we found out why those letters are sent out and learned the information can be wrong.
It was a right this woman wasn't going to give up without a fight.
I'm a very proactive person. I vote, every time I get a chance to, and I'm very much adamant about our community being educated and being out there.
When this woman's voter registration was on the verge of being compromised, she started asking questions.
About a week ago, I received a letter from the Hidalgo County Elections Office that said that I had been convicted of a felony and that I needed to respond within 30 days because of my voter registration.
This woman does not want to be identified. She says a letter she received from the Hidalgo County Elections Office stated if she did not respond, she could lose her voting registration.
It scared me a little bit, even though I know I have not been convicted of a felony, because, I don't know, is there identity theft involved? Like, so many questions popped in my head.
So she decided to contact the Hidalgo County Elections Office.
They did say to go in 30, I could turn in the form stating that I had not been convicted of a felony, and that it should clear up, that my voter registration would be fine.
But she wanted more answers.
The letter of examination is a letter that we send out after we receive a report from the state. This is a state report that we get on a monthly basis.
Today we spoke to Hidalgo County Voter Registrar Manager Belinda Sagredo. She tells us these letters are nothing out of the ordinary.
But it is a procedure that we need to send a letter to notify that voter indicating whether he or she was convicted or no longer living in the county or could be possibly deceased.
She tells us this information comes from reports obtained from state agencies and other county offices. She says these letters are not always true.
But it's a possible match that for some reason they matched him or her by a first name, last four numbers of the social, first name, last name, date of birth. Does not mean that it is the individual.
Sagredo says they send out these letters to keep their system updated and remove any inactive voters. She tells us there have been instances where people disregard this letter and lose their registration even though the information was not correct.
But my concern was that other people in the community that may not understand the way the system works, having received a letter like that, could deter them from calling, or it may affect their voter registration if they don't, submit the paperwork on time within those 30 days.
If you receive a similar letter stating you are a convicted felon, have moved out of the county, or deceased, and none of those are true, contact your local elections office to get the information updated. In Hidalgo County, Gabriela Garza, Channel 5 News at 10.